highly edited video speaking about like the reasons people don't want to use a boar bristle brush. By the way, if you want to see something, I'm working on a long hair drawing, but I thought you could do a really researched video about this, but to be honest with you, I don't really think this is a super in-depth topic that you have to like explain exactly ad nauseum. There's a very simple answer as to why you can have long hair. You can have beautiful long hair, shiny. My hair's shiny. It's manageable. And I don't use a boar bristle brush. Now, for me, I'm speaking to my own experience. I can't tell you what your experience was or is, but the main reason is I've never owned a boar bristle brush. And I think I talked about this a little bit in my community tab, but I'll tell you why. My mom was vegetarian growing up. Like, she was really big on the vegetarian lifestyle. Like, we were vegan for the first 5 years of my life, but back then she decided that was too hard. Actually, I was kind of the kid who rebelled against wanting to be vegetarian. I thought, oh my gosh, this isn't fun. Like, I want to be able to eat like chicken. And my mom really didn't want us to. Like, she didn't want us to ever eat chicken. And she's like, I would be happy if we just never ate that. Although she was vegetarian. So we never owned a boar bristle brush because my mom was very, like, you don't have to agree with this, but if you don't believe in doing harm to animals, she was very attuned to this back in the 70s. Her thought was, well, if you don't want to own leather, and vegans don't own leather because they don't want to own the skin of an animal, the reason that you wouldn't own a boar bristle brush is because I don't know if people know or if they're aware of what the bristles are, but they're pig hair, okay? And to me, I just think that's outright revolting and disgusting. So, look, if these brushes just work really good for you and you've had good luck with them, I'm not like creating this video, this little live stream to derail something that you believe in that works for you. But to be honest with you, I just think that's revolting, the thought of a brush with pictures in it. I just find it outright disgusting. That's not something I would pay for. I don't buy milk, eggs, dairy. If I'm not buying those things and I don't want to wear leather, why would I want a brush that has pig hair in it? It's just really simple for me, okay? Because I'm not an activist kind of vegan. I don't push my lifestyle on other people, but I'm not going to purchase a product that has animal products in it if I don't have to. Like, I try to minimize that for myself. So I'm not saying like I'm like this perfect ethical vegan, but I strive for my own personal reasons to minimize animal suffering. And I know some people say, well, you could buy these boar bristle brushes that are ethically, curated, but they're ethically collected, like where they cut the hair off the pig ethically. And just like with sheep wool, there is some people that say, well, you can't really guarantee, like, on a corporate factory farm it's going to happen. Like, unless you're there to follow every step of the process, I just find, like, to me personally, I don't want to eat a turkey. I don't want to eat eggs. I don't want to wear leather. So for me, it's a no-brainer. I don't want to own a boar bristle brush. So for me, and many people who are plant-based, vegan, vegetarian, we just don't want to own a boar bristle brush. So, like, I kind of get tired of, like, when they say, oh, well, you need to own that. You have to own that. Okay, which gets into another reason. I didn't make, like, a list because this is just my style. I love to live stream, okay? And I'm not doing it on OnlyFans or Patreon. Like, a lot of people go off and live stream on those platforms. I just do it here on YouTube. So another reason is I don't believe that you need to buy every bell and whistle out there to have healthy hair, okay? Like, I think that's kind of a sham. Like, you want a protein treatment for your hair? Put henna on it. Ayurvedic hair care. You want a protein treatment? Find something in nature. Stop chasing like all these expensive shampoos and serums. And okay, so you buy this product and that product. And yeah, I own a few products I really like, but you want to know which wide tooth comb I love the most? My favorite wide tooth comb? Oh, it's a plastic wide tooth comb from Walmart that I paid 97 cents for. And look at how my hair is doing great. That is the best. I have other wide tooth combs, okay? Like there was another one that I bought from CVS Pharmacy. I like that one from Walmart better. And it was a plastic. And I know some people say, well, the wooden brush is better than like a plastic brush. And yeah, if you think a wooden brush is better than a plastic brush, you should use that. Honestly, I don't have a completely wooden brush either. I'm done buying brushes. Like I was on a brush purchase mania thing where I did get a good recommendation to buy the Tangle Tees, and that ends up being a really good brush. And I do have a paddle brush, but I don't use it as much. Tangle Teaser tends to pull on my hair less, but my favorite thing to detangle my hair with is a comb. Just an old, boring, wide tooth comb that I spent 97 cents on at Walmart. Okay, so another reason I don't think that you need a Boar Bristle brush is because honestly, if you just take your time and you're patient and you treat your hair with kindness, I don't see why you need that special product. Okay. Okay. So another big reason is that other people might not want to own a Boar Bristle brush, and I mean, I don't know. You can recommend that, but maybe you shouldn't just recommend it to anybody. Is a lot of people in the world are Muslim or Jewish and they're religious, and I know people don't always know things about other people's faiths, but they don't believe in using anything that's derived from a boar, okay, or a pig. Like that's for Muslims, it's halal. You know, you want to be halal. You don't want to use pig product, and for religious Jewish people, they want to be kosher, so they don't use pig products, and that's something that is a theme that you find in a lot of the monotheistic faiths. Not so much with Christianity, like Christianity has deviated from that, but I'm not even into the monotheistic religions. That's not my thing, okay? I'm just telling you that there are people in this world, a lot of people in this world to be exact, that like spiritually, they do not believe in using a product that's derived from a pig. And if you just did a little bit of research, like if you're into long hair in the long hair community and you're telling people, yeah, so yeah, exactly. Like I love the wide tooth comb. There are some good ones that you can buy. You're so right. And I just think like I'm not gonna keep going on and on about this, but I'm just like do some research. Like if you are just going on YouTube and you might have some good ideas about long hair and you're telling somebody to buy a Boar Bristle brush, there are reasons they might not want to use it. And I just kind of worry, like, after the fact, maybe somebody that's from a faith where they're not supposed to be using that, they don't know what Boar Bristles are. They might just think it's nylon Boar Bristles. And by the way, I did a little bit of research on this topic. It's not precise, like it's not a lot, but I did a little bit. And guess what I found? You can buy a vegan Boar Bristle brush. It's synthetic. I know people don't like synthetic, but okay. Do you own a computer? It has synthetic products in it. It has plastic products in it. Do you drive a car? Oh, it has synthetic products in it. So, do you have a toilet in your bathroom? Does it flush? Those weren't all things that were back in nature. Like, I think some people, okay, this is my whole thought where they push the Boar Bristle brush is that it's good to use natural products on your hair, but I think that it's this whole like going back to nature idea that people are like, oh, if you use the Boar Bristle brush, it's just so much better than using a plastic brush. But there are so many different kinds of brushes and combs on the market nowadays. Like you don't have to have a pig die for your brush, okay? That's at the end of the day, why would I want a pig to suffer, to be in pain for a brush? I don't, okay? Like, I'm never going to tell anybody to be vegan, but at the end of the day, that's the reason I don't. And it's gross and disgusting. And yes, of course, the animals suffer. That's why I think you're right. Like, I know they say, oh, some of them are ethically curated, but I don't know about that. Like, we don't really know like how they're doing it unless you're there. So anyway, my whole thing is I think you could live without the boar bristle brush, and I just think people in the long hair community need to think more before they're recommending this as a product that people need to get and use for their hair, because there's so many better options, and there's actually vegan boar bristle brush, which I don't think I'm gonna buy that, but I'm gonna just put a link in this live stream so people can see you don't have to buy a real boar bristle brush if you really need one. Anyway, thanks for watching.